Good morning, Twitch.tv. Good morning to YouTube as well. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. And, of course, good morning, Mini Motorways. We're going to, I think I saw that it's Tokyo. We're going slow on bridges. It is Tokyo. We're going slow on bridges, and we get 4 traffic lights, and I already have to sneeze. Oh, my sniffles. That is the situation. I have some sniffles, and sneezes, and coldness. It's fun. It's great. One loves to see it. You know what I should probably do here in the early stages is pave this island. We're just like an old school Western musical. We're gonna paint your island with roads. I don't know, man. Oof, I'm tired. It is Wednesday, my dudes. Despite every impulse in my body telling me that it is Thursday, this weird-ass week continues. In addition to, it kind of feeds off of each other, right? In addition to last night being Dynamite, but because last night was Dynamite, we streamed on Monday, and we'll stream again tonight. Tonight! The moon is full tonight, but also Grand Theft Auto 4 premieres tonight on the channel, assuming I can get it to, run, which I should be able to. I've downloaded it. It'll probably work. I might even be able to do what I want to do, which is move around the world, with keyboard and mouse, and then have a controller for driving. That would be very nice. I don't know if that's a thing that GTA 4 will let me do, but, it's GTA 4. It's not like the driving controls were great to begin with. So, I kid because I love, or at least remember liking, and then remember people being very negative on GTA 4. Largely because, everybody in the world's first GTA game was GTA San Andreas, and then GTA 4 was not GTA San Andreas. GTA 4 was like, what if we took this ever so slightly marginally seriously? And people got mad about that because, it's GTA. It's difficult to take things ever so slightly marginally seriously when also at any given moment your character can go on a bender and fire a rocket launcher at the Statue of Liberty with no real repercussions. So, they've solved this problem from future GTA games by removing the Statue of Liberty and also not taking it so seriously. But hey. It helps that the game after GTA 4 was one of the most profitable media enterprises ever concocted. So it's got that going for it. Let's take these purples and we're going to build a big-ass road. It goes over this way, goes down that way. These purples will take this long road like such. Should be totally fine. I don't remember if it was yesterday or earlier in the week where we had a level where you started with 5 motorways and that's all you got. By the way, this is lovely when we spawn a yellow business with no yellow houses. There you go. Good job. It's the same basic principle, right? That one we started with 5 motorways and we got all of them and we just had to judiciously use them. It's the same principle today, except with traffic lights. And doing that principle with traffic lights is even more player-friendly, honestly. It's like, how often do you really use more than 4 traffic lights in a run? If you're doing the whole 1B, 1R thing, it's, I couldn't tell you the last time I used more than 4 traffic lights on a run. But hey, other good things that happened yesterday include, but are not limited to, the Mets winning. The Mets won. Hooray. They are now just one singular victory away from advancing to the National League Championship Series. And, well, the good news is they have luck and momentum and the will of the people sort of on their side. The bad news is the San Diego Padres appear to be bludgeoning the Dodgers to death. So, there's that. Yeah. Let's see here. We'll take a second roundabout. It'll be fine. I've already got 35 spare tiles. We'll go up to 55. I don't think we're going to be in road trouble for ever or at any point for this entire run, so that should be fine. Not so fine is you going circular. Not a huge fan of that, but it should basically be okay. Unfortunately, I can't really sneak any roundabout anywhere, which, well, I don't necessarily need to. For you see, we can, in fact, do this awful thing. And if we do this awful thing, that frees me up to do this slightly less awful thing. And basically, this yellow business will have to pay for the sins of hooking these blues around here. Because I can't sneak a roundabout in this way, which is fine. We've got 5 of these going up down here. You know what I meant. Anyway, the Padres look really good, which is weird because the Padres are, well, they're the Padres. They don't often build the complete and total juggernaut, but they're looking a little Juggernautish, which isn't great if you're rooting for the Mets. But hey, listen, the Phillies are also very good. Listen, just because the Mets are up 2-1 and it's a best-of-5 series and Game 4 is in New York today, does not mean the Mets have this in the bag. I do feel confident that the Mets are going to win the series. In fact, I feel confident that the Mets are going to win the series today. The Phillies bullpen is kind of sort of ravaged. Like, the Mets keep scoring runs off the Phillies bullpen, which is good, turns out. Also, Pietas 19 with the Crab Rave. Thank you, Pietas 19. Let's put a roundabout right here about. We'll do that going off that away, and we'll do that going off like so. These roads shall intertwine thusly. That should be fine. Why, I ask, did I do this extra tile up here? I don't actually need it. Give me another bridge. That'll be fine. We'll come over here. We'll construct that. There was no need to go that one extra tile north, so let's not actually do it. I'm reminded as I watch these blue houses crawl across this bridge that we do have decreased speed limit on bridges, which is bad. Another thing that's bad is this light blue here going circular. I didn't vote for that. I don't support it. I'm against it. Nothing I can do about it but manage it, but I want it noted for the record that I'm against it. I am, in fact, against it. Alright. Oh, you're a circle now, too. Oh, boy. Well, that's just thrilling, ain't it? Alright. Let's reconstruct motorway number 1. Oh, hey, just in time for you to go circular. Mucking a phasing. Everybody gonna round themselves today? Everybody get round tonight? Everybody get round tonight! Everybody Get Round Tonight is apparently the title of the episode. Hold on. I said a marginally funny thing, and it must be noted on the notepad. Give me a motorway. Thank you. Now, one of these circles only has like 2 houses, right? It's this one. The good news is these 2 houses are very close. The bad news is the moment the light blues decide they're a little bit angry about something, this thing is fucked. So, that I'm sure will work out just fine for me. I foresee no difficulties. A little bit of rose gold coming down here. Let's actually maybe draw this road better. That sort of works. Thank you. Hey, you spawned right in the middle of a road I was gonna draw. Rude. I had plans for that. You butt munch? Alright, you know what? I think we can do a little bit better by these dark blues. What I'm noticing here is this bridge is long, and in fact longer than it needs to be. So what I intend to do is just shorten it a little bit. Unfortunately, we're going to have to wait for this car to get all the way back home before we can actually do anything. In the meantime, this yellow business here exists, which is basically fine. We can repurpose these two to go down that way. Grab the 1, 2, 3 of these and have them take motorway number 2 way over yonder. Alright. The 3 of you are doing a reasonable job covering this right here. We'll take another motorway. Petus 19 has redeemed the Goog's top 3 and would like to know Goog's top 3 fruits and vegetables. Fruits and vegetables are tasty sometimes. Oh no, I bulldozed a tree that didn't need to be bulldozed. Oh, I feel awful about that, sort of. So this bridge is marginally shorter than the previous bridge, which should make life better for this business right here, which is good. We're going to run this beige down here and this over here, and we're going to reconstruct this road just like that so as to get a 4th house going over here, future-proofing against this going circular, which is, probably going to happen at some point. Oh, what do I like? The first thing that jumps into my mind is broccoli. There's an old, I don't even know if it's a joke or whatever, but it feels like a lot of people, when they were children, could not stand broccoli, and as adults, either their palates have matured or the way society makes broccoli has changed, because broccoli is very tasty now. And listen, I'm one of those. Do I count as a basic vegetable bitch if I'm just following that typical narrative? Basic vegetable bitch, incidentally, is the title of the episode. I'm sorry. I'm not saying anything funnier than that, possibly for the rest of my life. Literal pumpkin in the pumpkin spice latte, that sort of thing. What we're going to do is we've got these light blues right up here. We're going to run these 3 light blues through this area here. We're going to toss a roundabout right that way. The light blues are going to go in like so. These rose golds like so can join in right here. Go over, support this thing. Hey, did I mention that this was going to go circular? Because it went circular. So, yeah. I was the typical child who doesn't eat broccoli, tries broccoli as an adult, and is like, wait a second, this is really tasty. And now broccoli is literally my favorite vegetable. So that's good. Corn's a vegetable, and listen, there are a great many, and there have been a good many books to be written about the United States and its general obsession with corn, and it's bad. Listen, it's not great, y'all, the things we do in this country for corn, but it's still good and tasty food. The problem with corn is not that people use it as a good and tasty food, it's that people use it as, well, everything. So, that's bad. We should stop doing that, and we should stop subsidizing that as much as we do. But at the same time, corn is a good and tasty food. So, it's again not a controversial statement to suggest that corn is good or tasty. I'm going to take a second bridge just in case things get a little wonky-fucky over here. We don't want things to get wonky-fucky if we can avoid them. A lot of purple spawning in this area tells me that either this guy's going to round itself sooner rather than later, or we might get a purple business right about here. I would be down for a purple business right about here, incidentally. Tokyo, if you want to generate like a nice purple square, say right here, this space here it seems ripe for the purpling, honestly. Ripe for the purpling would be the title of the episode if I had not already said basic vegetable bitch. So, Sunflower Space had Eskeets in Oregon, which leads me to the natural follow-up question that I hope you can all see coming. What in the ever-loving fuck is an Eskeet? I don't know. I have never had one. Fortunately, I do have the collected history of all human knowledge despite its present suppression in service of artificial intelligence, which is a longer way of describing Google than I used to describe Google, but is more accurate. Unlike Google. I have Google, and I can Google what the fuck is an esquite. Esquites, also known as elote en vaso, also served in the southwestern United States, is a Mexican snack, or antojito. Oh, so it's esquites. Okay. One can find them at local markets and street vendors. Oh, it's Mexican street corn. I see. It's a corn-based dish with other shit in it. Okay. You take a bunch of corn and you cook it all good, and then you add various other southwestern delights to it, and it's tasty. Well, that's good. The problem is, when I say southwestern delights, I usually mean spicy shit. So, yeah, corn with, oh boy. Oh, you're starting with such a good thing, and then you're adding two bad things. Listen, I'm sure it's delicious. I'm sure people who grow up with this swear by it. I cannot condone the concept of adding sour cream and mayonnaise to corn. It's like, okay, all right, listen, I'm sure it's tasty. I'm sure it's very good. I'm sure you're very happy with your esquites. I am a pasty-faced white guy and shall cast no actual judgment on this Latin American delicacy. That sounds fucking disgusting, y'all. I'm sorry. To my personal palate. Anyway, we're just throwing blues at this problem over here. That's basically all we can do right now. This business is just angry about stuff. There's only so much we can do. Also, you've gone circular now, which is excessive. Like there was no need for it. You really didn't have to go circular. You just did. So, all right, fine. Listen, I think we might have finally thrown enough blue at this that it's not going to immediately fucking die. So that's nice. Speaking of blue, we'll throw more blue over here at this. And, that's not purple. That's not purple at all. I specifically asked for something purple to deal with the... Okay. No, you go there. That's fine. Here, let's change some of these over to this. Hey, there's a dark blue up here now. That's not great. I don't love that. All right, here's what we'll do. We're going to extend this up just a little bit more. Create an extant access point for this. This purple circle, by the way, is mad, and it needs to be redrawn, which gives me the excuse to introduce some of these purples to our very good friend, Mr. Fuck Your Face. No, wait, that seems bad. If you come up over here, you can cut that way, and we make a much shorter bridge. Shorter bridge makes for shorter travel time. You and you had previously not been doing anything, but may now instead travel thusly. And we're just going to do this, and we're actually going to deploy a perfectly cromulent traffic light. Yay! So this traffic light right here, we've got cars coming out this way. They're going to turn right against it, or coming back, they'll go left with it. So this light should always be green, so the traffic should flow almost as if there wasn't a traffic light there at all. Wonderful. Next. Right. Well, I don't like this. Not a fan of this. All right. Okay. Let's take... Hold on. All this garbage. All this garbo nonsense. I don't want to see Greta anywhere around here, okay? 4 of you go down that way, service that business. That'll be fine. The 3 of you, you two, swing up that way, go into the roundabout. The 3 of you have motorway number 1, 4, and can go all the way over here to this thing. That'll be okay. Next, we've got... Shit, I was going to motorway to this. Son of a bitch. All right, never mind. You can just... I'm out of bridge, so I can't really... Well, actually, hold on. in a moment, I won't be out of bridge. All right, I'm no longer out of bridge. And since I'm no longer out of bridge, I'm going to do this. I'm going to put another spur off of this roundabout, which is already just a tucking farable roundabout. And we're going to send all of the beiges and whatever color we want to call this in the entire fucking world into this roundabout to go over here, into this roundabout to go over here to either this circle or this square, and we're going to pretend that that's going to be fine. Okay? That's going to be just fine. Next, we've got this light blue and this dark blue, both of which need support. Shit. Okay. Also, I only have 2 road tiles, which is bad. Okay, the thing to do is grab 1, 2, these 3 dark blues right here, and draw motorway number 4 up to this way. And then we're just going to wait for Sunday before we do anything else. We're going to wait for Sunday. We're going to figure out a way to get light blues into this business. I think it's going to involve stealing these 3. We're going to steal some light blues from down this way and make a big, long, stupid road. Or we'll do a motorway. We could just do a motorway, actually. And you know what? I think doing a motorway is a good idea. However, I don't think we should do a motorway for this. I think, instead, we should kill this second roundabout spur that I just created. Basically, we're at a point where I need to take some heat off of this roundabout. So, we're going to do that. We're going to do that, in fact, by having these 6 lovely folks right over here. That's what we'll call them. These 6 lovely folks right here will take motorway number 5, go all the way down here, and that'll save me a bunch of road here and a bunch of road here. Great. Having saved a bunch of road, let's use a bunch of road. So we're going to do this, and we're going to yoink, and we're going to leave a 5th here. So these 2 light blues are going to go on a trip, and that trip is going to take them all the way up here, and all the way up here, and once I get a little bit more road back, which I totally will, the moment you shit fucks stop being here, you stop being here, please? Can I get a little bit of road back? Don't make me steal road from somewhere else. Come on. You're supposed to be giving me road back. I'm gonna have to steal road from something else. Alright. These pinks right here. I can borrow this road. There. I'll redraw this the moment all of this nonsense comes back. Finally. There you go. Okay. So, oh, you chose that exact moment to spawn, did you? Well, that sucks. Here, we'll redraw this, go up that way. Now there are 7 of you going here. Thanks. Alright, everybody cool? Everybody decent? Are you going to survive? The answer to that is possibly, although not right now. Here, have another house. Have another house. Actually, you know what? This house spawned when I wasn't looking. We're gonna leave you over here. You're a 3rd house going that way. You're a 19th house going that way. You're a 4th house going up to here. That should be fine. Okay. Ow. Did I list a 3rd fruit and or vegetable? Seedless green grapes. Seedless green grapes are the best and tastiest fruit there ever was when they're good. The thing with grapes, and this is kind of true of all fruit, but it's especially true of grapes, the fucking delta between good grapes and bad grapes is goddamned enormous. It's unconscionable. Packaged food, you would never get away with this nonsense. This is why Doritos are better than grapes, except not Doritos, because Doritos are kind of shitty. Listen, we spoke earlier about how some things don't sound tasty to me. I've never actually had esquites, okay? So I can't say that they are gross. I can say that Doritos are fucking gross. I'm sorry. It's just my personal palate. I understand that people's tastes are different. Some people taste things differently than others, and that's fine. To me personally, get those fucking Doritos the fuck away from me. More for you, I guess. Now then, this purple business is extant, which is fine. I'm gonna pull this purple away from the motorway because we've got 4 here going over there. That's basically fine. Get another purple going up this way. This purple, what just spawned, can go over here, service that. That'll be okay. Hey, that's convenient. A yellow business spawns directly on top of this guy's driveway. Very cute. Now then, this pink house here is problematic. Has a Trump sign in its yard. Gross. But also, we need a way to take care of it. And I don't really have one, is the problem. So, I don't know what we're going to do about that. There's nothing great that we can do about that, is kind of the issue. And also, you're already up at 6 dots. So you're definitely not surviving untouched for the rest of time or nothing. Which means we should probably do something about it. Alright, this blue that just spawned can go on this road. That's fine. I have 17 road tiles and a bridge. With my 17 road tiles and a bridge, is there anything I can do to make life easier for this garbage? Not really. I can, here's what I can do. This is a temporary measure. I'm just going to redirect motorway number 1, and now this pink circle is the one that gets ultra fucked. If we need to, I can come up with ways to make this less horrible. Maybe. Yeah, I've got pinks here, and we can do a different thing. I'm kind of hoping that we don't have to do this and that I get a motorway this week. Like, this whole thing kind of rests on me getting a motorway this week now. Hey, look, a motorway this week now. Great. Okay. So, this pink square has been pretty thoroughly cleaned out, which is good. I'm just going to replace motorway number 1 up here to service this circle. And I'm going to ever so slightly tweak the structure and positionment of this light blue road. It's going to go over and up and into the roundabout like so. That, in turn, will free up the 3 of these to assume the responsibility for this pink business. So, assuming this circle can survive a period of transition, which I will concede is an ask, but assuming you can do that, you get motorway number 1 back, and now we get a pink flood coming up this way. Please? A river of Pepto-Bismol? I think we've got a Pepto River coming up here. Yeah, okay. Pink flood coming in here, taking care of this business. That'll be fine. Great. Let's add this light blue that just came into existence to the lengthy road going up to this business. Listen, friend, I don't typically give this kind of advice because it usually bites me in the ass. If you wanted to go circular, that would end well for you. I'm just gonna put that thought into the universe. You being roundy, that would be good. That would be superb. Just a thought. All right. You know what would be great? What would be fucking amazing and great is if I got a motorway this week, because everything else is kind of not on fire, and I can pull... Dang it. Give me a roundabout. I was hoping I could get a motorway so that I could just pull all of these rose golds or whatever, these beiges, just yank them out of the network, right? If we get a motorway, we could just, like, kill this roundabout entirely, kill all of this road, cut the pressure off of this roundabout in half, and straight shot motorway, like, half of this pile of nonsense into this circle. Pietas 19 must depart. Thank you for being here. I think I did finish off the Goog's top 3 fruits and vegetables situation with broccoli, corn, and perfect green seedless grapes. Listen, high-end green seedless grapes, the best fucking fruit. If you're looking for a fruit with a little bit more consistency to it, it's kind of antithetical to the concept of fruit. Like, I was gonna say a good apple, but, the adjective good is there. A bad apple is either Brian Keith, criminally underused professional wrestler, glorious, or just a squishy, ucky mush ball that you're supposed to eat. I'd rather not, thank you. A bad banana? Terrible. Bad melon? Don't want it. Thank you, no. A bad pear? There's no real difference between a good pear and a bad pear. But, I'm sure that a bad peach is disgusting. All that nonsense. So good fruit. Good fruit is good. Bad fruit is bad. It is true that you can say the same thing about vegetables. The difference, I think, is, okay, pies exist. I might be defeating my point before I make my point by recognizing that pies exist. With a bad vegetable, you can chop it up and you can put it in a frying pan and you can cook it and you can eat it with other good vegetables. And it's fine. With bad fruit, you're just kind of fucked. Like, there's no real solution to bad fruit other than, I suppose, pie. But even then, people who make banana bread have cornered the market on here's something you can do with your terrible doomed fruit. Jam. Yeah, I guess jam exists. Man, I really could have used a motorway this week. This nonsense over here is starting to be dead, and the reason it's starting to be dead is we got a rat-wike situation developing right about here. Like, look at how rat-wikey this is. We got all the hallmarks. We got backlogs. We got constant traffic flow. We got dying businesses on every conceivable surface. Is bad times. Is not a good time to be. Is not a good time to be connected to the public relations campaign of this particular roundabout. But also, I feel the need to note, I should also recognize for the record, this business is also dying, and this business has 6 houses and a straight shot motorway stapled to its ass. So, it's not entirely the fault of the roundabout here. Like, the roundabout is obviously contributing to the demise. It does have a contributory effect, I'll grant that, but I think maybe the beiges are just mad about stuff. I think the roundabout is much more responsible for the upcoming death of this business here. This, you can tell, is just backlog. This is just shit piling up, and, well, nobody cleaned the septic system, and it turns out that's bad. It turns out you need to do that, because if you don't do that, well, gestures vaguely at everything. We've made it to Sunday. I don't know if we're going to make it to Monday, because, no, nobody's saving this thing. That went south real fast, actually. But hey, 3,397 commuters is a number. It feels like a decent number. I feel like there have been worse numbers. It's top 10% in the world. We take those, even if it winds up with us being samurai slammed. But, it's basically fine. I guess. Here. Let's do this. Good job, Sam. Good job. All right. I don't know. We'll go with faint. No, that was a bad guess. Okay. Good job, Goog. It could be slope. It's not slope. Okay. Well, there's an O. We know there's an O. That's all right. We're getting somewhere. It could be vouch. It could absolutely be vouch. It's not vouch, but we know where the O goes. Oh my lord. This is a bad start to Wordles, y'all. Can't be moron because there's no N. It can't be anything with a vowel other than O or perhaps Y. So, It can't be oomph because there's no H or P. It can't be moped because there's no P or E. It can't be modem because there's no E. It can't be moxie because there's no I. Oh boy. It can't be bombo because there's no... Well, that's not a word. Other than that, it could totally be bombo. Sunny has noted that it could be wordy or worry. I suppose these are true facts. Coming up with actual things that it potentially could be. All right, well, we've got a Y. That's good. It can't be bossy because there's no S. It could be boggy, similar to a dragon-aged unicorn. Could it be boggy? It's not boggy. Oh boy. Oh, we are in so much trouble. Okay, there are 8 letters that could conceivably be in this word, and one of them is Q. Oh boy. Okay. There are only so many combinations here. It can't be... It can't be Mozzie. That's not a word. It can't be Maki. That's not a word. It can't be Mokchi. That's not a word. It can't... What the ever-loving fuck is... Oh. It's fine. That's fucking Wordle. That's the meanest fucking Wordle. A triple letter word. A triple letter word. It contains none of the 3 most... Okay. All right. Listen, we got there. We got there. It happens. Sam is going to be mad at lager forever. Which, I mean, is fine. Let's add beer to the list of foods that Goog is... Very popular foods that Goog is going to insult on this episode. Beer is kind of gross. So, I'm fine with Sam being mad at lager for the rest of forever. Let's do connections, shall we? All right, so the first thing I notice is we've got Blossom, Bubbles, Buttercup, and Mojo. And those are Powerpuff Girls characters. On the other hand, that feels like a trap. That feels like a big fucking trap. So we're going to notice Blossom, Bubbles, Buttercup, and Mojo, and we're going to move on from them. We're just going to keep them in the back of our head. I am going to say, develop, progress, and blossom, and mature. These are all things that mean like growth, that sort of thing. There you go. Burgeon. Sunflare Space has also picked out what might be the purple with Jackknife, Buttercup, Pitchfork, and Witherspoon. These are word silverware. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. What the fuck, connections? What the... Okay. Alright. There's boilerplate. Oh, I'm so mad about stuff! I'm so mad about stuff. I'm so mad about stuff. I'm so mad about stuff. Okay. There's froth and bubbles and foam and fizz, which is stuff that happens at the top of beverages. Okay. There's also Mojo, Billboard, Spin, and Pitchfork, which are media websites. Yeah? Music publications. Sure. Fine. Boilerplate, Buttercup, Jackknife, and Reese fucking Witherspoon. Ending with tableware. God damn it, connections. God. Okay. All right. For today's Game of Strands, the theme is Full House, which means we're either looking for Dave Coulier as our Spangrum, or, I don't know, could be things that live in a house, or it could be cards. It could just be, I don't think we're going to get Club and Spade and Diamond, and that's going to fill out a Strands game, though. So, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Okay. Sam sees Freak, which is right here. Yeah, sure. That's not going to do anything. Well, it's going to get us one thing closer to hint word. There we go. There's Bile, and I think Biles as well. So, we could get a hint if we needed it. Great. That may loom large. Let's see here. We can go down the hall, which is actually it's a room in the house. Okay, so yeah, we're looking for rooms in the house. By the way, here's room. So, we've got a K, which means I can find kitchen. Very nice. Do we have a Y so I can find foyer? We do have a Y, so, it's over here. Boom and boom. Are these literally things in the game Clue? I don't remember there being a foyer in Clue, but it's the same basic concept. You know where I'm going with this. That's pantry. So, okay, so the span room must go left to right because we've just sealed off the entire bottom. Gotcha. All right. We can't get, front room or anything. Can we get closet? I see OSET, but no. Here's a C. There's no closet. Study. That'll do it. Come here. Come here. Doot. Wonderful. Homeroom is the span room. That's more of a class thing, like school, but okay. Fine. I see library, which goes right around here, and then the office, and then our span room is homeroom. All right, fine. Hooray! Decent game of Strands. A decent game of Strands. A decent game of Strands. That was not the very best. 'Twas a decent game of Strands. For today's Immaculate Grid, we need Yankees and Cubs and Blue Jays and Padres and dudes what won the MVP and dudes what had 40 or more wins above replacement in their career. An MVP with 40 or more wins in his career is Marcus Lynn Betts. Imagine trading Mookie Betts. Imagine if you had Mookie Betts on your baseball team and decided, we'd be better off without that guy. What kind of fucking idiot baseball team would do that? What kind of fucking idiot baseball team would do that and then go in the tank for several years and then suggest that maybe they might consider trying to win in 2025? What kind of fucking fool-ass baseball team would do such a thing? It's a mystery. A San Diego Padre who had 40 or more wins above replacement in his career is... I don't think Juan Soto's there yet. He's been very good. It's possible that he's there. It's conceivable. I don't think he is. Trevor Hoffman probably got to 40 WAR. On the other hand, he was a closer. On the other hand, he was a very, very good one for a very long time. So, we're going to go with Trevor Hoffman. And it's going to be fine. Son of a bitch. Well, now that we've fucked up, I feel better that Juan Soto is also not on that list. Manny Machado's probably over 40 WAR, actually. He's been very good for longer than Juan Soto, so there you go. Guy who was a Yankee and also a Padre is Ricky Henderson. Toronto Blue Jay with 40 or more wins above his career plate. John Olerud is a thing. Ricky Henderson, also obviously bottom middle. This is a true fact. It's an accurate statement. Jamie Moyer famously pitched for both the Cubs and Padres, so he would fit this top middle square. Yankee who won the MVP is, I'm pretty sure A-Rod won one when he was with the Yankees. It's a factual statement. Yankee who played for the Blue Jays is... Shit. I thought I had one. And then he escaped my fool-ass head. A Blue Jay who was also a Cub is Darwin Barney. And a Cub who won MVP is Ernie Banks. Short, sweet to the... Yeah, okay, fine. We fucked up the bottom middle square. Twice. So, who's a fucking Yankee Blue Jay? I feel like there's a very obvious one that I'm just missing. John Olerud would have fit the square, but I used him. So, didn't want the Tony... There's a Tony Gwynn button? Oh, right. What? Oh, San Diego Padre with 40 or more wins above his... That makes sense. Josh Donaldson, Roger Clemens. Yeah, those track. That makes sense. Roger Clemens. Padre Cub is Greg Maddux. That makes all the sense in the world. Sadness and failure, but good things on the horizon, because once again, folks, later tonight, assuming, everything works, which I probably should have checked by now, but ignore that. Actually, it occurs to me, I could do Gimme tomorrow, because I had an all-day job in Boston scheduled, and that got fucking canceled. So, we'll think about it. But later tonight, we'll be back with the debut of Grand Theft Auto 4. Yay, hooray. All of these things. This was voted by the people. GTA 4, we will join the adventures of Nico Bellic in Don't You Dare Call It New York City, but it's basically functionally New York City. That will be later tonight. Until then, thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye. Okay, sure. I did not beat Parlor. Good God. What? What? How? What? What? How did... The fuck, Samuel?